Now I no longer have the need to prove that on public radio.
No, but it really, I bet that you are expected to prove that in a way. You know, that you're not the character who you play.
Yes, that's true. That is true. I've been stopped and insulted, and I know people think they're being very nice. But they say things that we can't say on radio, and they ask me if that's what I'm really like. It's kind of a difficult question to answer. On occasions, I've managed to be able to say, yes, I am like that. No, that's me. It's not the character. And sometimes that works okay, but sometimes it leads to arrests.
I know that you're interested in circuses and carnivals, and that you've done some juggling yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm juggling right now.
Well, how did you get interested in that?
Actually, I was in a play in New York back in 1977, playing a court jester with a very beloved friend of mine, Tom Tammy. Our job was to upstage each other night after night, and somewhere along the way to about 150 performances, my friend Tom Tammy came out juggling in this one-upsmanship sort of scene, and he won the battle for the king's attention that evening. The next day, I sucked the skill out of his mind as quickly as possible and got it into my hands, and we became juggling partners. And then later I hooked up with some very talented gentlemen at the Big Apple Circus, which was just forming in New York at that time, and began, I guess, what would be a history of the circus world, circus arts being a great influence on my development as an actor.
Yeah, how have circus arts affected your acting?
Well, you know, Terry, when I was in high school and for a period in college, I could still be considered somewhat of an okay athlete. And in fact, I carried around that kind of physical life. I found over a number of years, particularly in the mid-'70s and later '70s, after I'd learned to juggle and then I learned to ride a unicycle and walk a little tightrope, that I was able to convert my athleticism into much more of a disciplined, dare I say, aesthetic value for me.
It's interesting for you to describe how athletic you couldn't help but look. In a role on the Newhart show, you seem very unathletic, like someone who wouldn't jog or play tennis or basketball because it might mess their hair up.
Absolutely.
Did juggling and circus arts also help you learn how to not look athletic if you didn't need to look athletic?
Absolutely. I mean, well, hopefully Michael is kind of proof of that.